You create a live stream. Prepare the subject, operate the channel, speak for an hour, display graphics, respond to viewers, and save the finished broadcast. Do you own everything connected to it? Great question.
You may own the live stream without owning the music played during it. You may own the recording without owning every message written by viewers. You may own your spoken words without acquiring a separate copyright in an automatic transcript created by the platform. Copyright follows original authorship. It does not automatically follow possession, publication, hosting, or pressing the record button. Let us examine the record. Copyright protects original works of authorship once they are fixed in a tangible form. A script, photograph, video, song, podcast, graphic, sermon, or live stream may qualify. Protection generally begins automatically when the original expression is fixed. A copyright symbol does not create authorship, and uploading something does not establish ownership of material you did not create. Copyright protects expression, not the general idea behind it. You may own your script, but you do not own its general subject. Others remain free to discuss the same idea in their own words. Copyright also does not normally protect facts, methods, systems, names, titles, short phrases, or common expressions. Now consider the live stream itself. A live stream can be protected when its original sounds and images are recorded at the same time they are transmitted. A saved broadcast may contain copyrightable narration, camera footage, graphics, performance, editing, and production choices. But the creator owns only the creator's original contributions. A host may own the surrounding video while not owning a photograph displayed during it, an article read aloud, a movie clip shown on screen, or music playing in the background. A recorded song normally involves at least two copyrights, one in the composition and another in the sound recording. Purchasing a song, subscribing to a streaming service, or giving credit does not automatically grant permission to place that music in a video. Owning the container does not cure unauthorized material placed inside it. Ownership can also depend on contracts. Copyright usually begins with the person who created the expression, but qualifying work made by an employee may belong to the employer. Certain commissioned works may qualify as works made for hire, and copyright may be transferred by a signed agreement. Paying someone to create a thumbnail, photograph, song, or video does not always transfer copyright. Possessing the final file is not necessarily the same as owning the legal rights. Now we turn to active viewer chat. Does the host own every message because it appeared on the host's channel? Usually not. Each viewer ordinarily remains the author of that viewer's own original expression. Most chat messages are too short or ordinary to receive meaningful protection. Hello, I agree, and good stream contain little creative authorship. But a viewer might contribute a detailed explanation, personal story, original joke, poem, or substantial analysis. That material may contain enough original expression to be protected. The fact that a message is publicly visible does not place it in the public domain. A host may control the chat. The host may delete comments, hide users, appoint moderators, restrict participation, or disable replay. Those are powers of administration, not authorship. Moderating a message is not writing it. Displaying a message is not purchasing it. Deleting a message does not transfer its copyright. Platform terms may allow comments to be displayed, answered, preserved, and moderated. That does not mean the host owns every contribution. The host may read and respond to public chat during the stream, because that is the expected purpose of the feature. But the host should not assume the right to take a viewer's substantial original story, poem, or analysis and publish it as the host's own work, sell it, or use it in an unrelated commercial project. What if the chat appears inside the recorded video? There are two situations. Native platform chat may be stored and replayed beside the archived video. It is associated with the broadcast, but it may remain separate from the underlying audiovisual file. Streaming software may also place chat messages directly on screen. In that case, the saved video visibly contains the messages. Even then, the host may own the production containing the chat without owning the individual words written by viewers. Could the host claim copyright in a selection of comments? Possibly. If the creator deliberately selects comments, organizes them by topic, adds graphics, narration, criticism, and original sequencing, the creator may own the new selection, arrangement, and commentary. That protection would not automatically transfer ownership of the underlying messages. A routine chronological feed created by the platform is different. Mere collection or storage does not create copyright without original selection or arrangement. Viewers also do not ordinarily become co-owners of the live stream. Joint authorship normally requires an intent to combine contributions into one shared work. A viewer who posts a comment usually intends to join a discussion, not become a legal co-author of the entire broadcast. Now consider transcripts and captions. A platform may automatically convert the spoken content into text. A person may also create a transcript manually or with software. Does that create a new copyright? Usually not. The original spoken words may already be protected because they were recorded in the live stream. A transcript is another reproduction of those words. Changing the format from audio to text does not remove the copyright from the underlying expression. But a mechanical transcription does not ordinarily create a separate copyright in the words. The platform does not become the author merely because its software created captions. The host does not receive a second copyright merely because an automatic transcript exists. And an outside transcriber does not become the author of the speaker's words by converting them into text. A complete verbatim transcript may still reproduce protected expression. Publishing it can therefore raise copyright issues even when the transcriber owns no separate copyright in the words. A human-edited transcript may contain limited new authorship when the editor adds original annotations, explanations, descriptions, restructuring, abridgment, or commentary. Protection would apply to those new additions, not automatically to the underlying speech. Routine corrections to spelling, punctuation, timestamps, or speaker labels usually add little independent authorship. A transcript may also contain words from several sources: the host, guests, viewers, articles, songs, films, facts, and public domain material. The transcript does not merge all of those rights into one owner. Each contribution must still be examined separately. This brings us to fair use. Fair use may permit some unlicensed use for criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. But those labels are not automatic exemptions. No infringement intended is not a legal defense by itself, and giving credit is not permission. There is no universal 10-second rule, 30-second rule, percentage rule, or fixed number of words that may always be copied. Fair use examines 4 factors: the purpose of the use, the nature of the original work, the amount and importance of what was taken, and the effect on the market for the original. Showing a viewer comment in order to answer or criticize it may support fair use. Quoting part of a transcript to analyze a speaker's claim may also support fair use. Publishing the entire transcript as a substitute for the original presentation is more difficult to justify. Finally, artificial intelligence does not create a simple percentage test. Using AI does not automatically destroy copyright. The question is which expressive elements were actually created by a human. Human-written scripts, lyrics, narration, performances, editing, arrangement, and substantial modifications may be protected. Purely machine-generated expression may not be. The proper question is not how much AI was used. The proper question is what original expression can be attributed to the human creator. So, what should an online creator remember? Separate the layers. Ask who wrote the script, who spoke the words, who created the graphics, who owns the music, who wrote the viewer comments, and whether the transcript was automatic or creatively edited. Do not treat the live stream, chat, transcript, music, and AI-generated material as one undivided object. The host may own the production. Viewers may own sufficiently original contributions. Guests may retain rights in their own material. The platform may hold contractual licenses. Third parties may retain rights in music, images, articles, and clips. And a transcript may reproduce protected expression without creating new ownership in the person or machine that transcribed it. Let the record reflect. Owning the broadcast is not the same as owning everything that happened within it. The creator may own the container. The contents must still be examined one author at a time. Moderation is not authorship. Transcription is not creation. A disclaimer is not fair use. And pressing generate is not necessarily human authorship.
If you like this content, then kindly hit like, subscribe, and share. Caesar commands it.